Welcome back to Defenders of the Last Stand. We're playing Lightning of the Ancients, and this is a very long series, but we're getting closer to the end because we have the leaders beaten down quite a bit, and we're going to be taking them on very soon. Alright, it's Midnight Pearl's turn this episode, and she's way up here at the US Air Base. You can just barely see the bottom half of her character sheet. 7 actions, of course. She has 1 injury, though, now, wound, so she only has 6 actions. And so let's get to looking at her player area. We'll see what she's got. We'll take a quick look at her cards. She has a motorcycle, 1 cross gun symbol, so we can sabotage a leader for her, so special ability, down 1. A couple motorcycles, couple gas masks, a shield. Again, the more cards we have, the better off we're going to be when attacking the leaders. So maybe we should focus a little bit on trying to get more cards, although the only way to really do that is to destroy oil and ammo depots, and then you can get 2 cards out of it. Then she has no grenades, but she probably wants to heal that wound. Probably going to end down here at Auntie's Saloon. It's also an adventure there. Alright, let's take a look at her player area, then we're going to come back and do her 6 actions. Alright, so recapping for her very quickly. She's got, of course, 6 actions, 1 wound now. We got to heal that. She has high octane fuel. She uses a motorcycle card. She can move 3 spaces instead of 2. Then you have to roll a die. If you roll a 1, you lose it. Radiation resistance, she gets +1 to radiation checks. She's going to be rolling 3 dice instead of 2. She has the toolkit. She can re-roll any failed results with a tech test. Keeping the new results, she has a supply run, which I've kind of given up on. She has to go to McCormick Farm, spend an action, and then go to last stop and gain a reward, which is a common artifact. Don't know if we're going to get there. I think we're running out of time for that. She has sabotage camps, of course. She can use 1 cross gun symbol card to reduce the health of the leader by 1. Keeping in mind, the only way to actually defeat one of the leaders is you have to frontally attack them with your character using your cards or dice on your cards. To do so, you can get them down to 1 health, but you can't take them any farther with the special ability. She has Deadly Blade. She gets to roll 1 extra die when fighting raiders, not monstrosities or leaders. And she has mutation resistance if she has a karma token, which she doesn't have. So she could basically bounce a mutation if she wants. Alright, back to the board. She has only 6 actions. Let's get to it. Alright, so she's way up here at the US Air Base. There is nothing here. There's a trap that Frank has laid, and we have a scavenge token here. So I think the first thing we're going to do for her first action is we're going to try to scavenge this and see what we have. Now, her scavenge ability, she's rolling 4 dice, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and roll 4 dice and see if she can get a 5 or 6. And she gets just 1 5, so she does manage to scavenge. That's pretty good. And by scavenging, what does she end up getting? She gets a common artifact and gain 1 defender's card. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out. We're going to grab the common artifact and a defender's card. Alright, so let's go ahead and just grab a defender's card for her, and she gets, a hang glider symbol. That's 2 dice rolling against crank, or she can move 4 spaces, crossing solid lines using that card. And keeping in mind these are her cards, she can have a total hand size of 12. We only have 3, 6, 7, so we are not close to our hand size limit. And she gets a common artifact. So let's go ahead and take a look at the common artifact. We'll flip this over, and what do we get? A supply cache. Okay. Or cache, however you like to say that. Discard at any time on your turn to draw 2 defender cards. I'm doing it right now. Dumped. So she finds even more defender cards. Oh, this is so good. Maybe she'll get a grenade symbol. So 1, 2. We're getting low on this deck. I'm not sure. There's a reshuffle card in the Raider deck, shuffling all decks. If that deck runs out before we get to that Raider card, I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. But, oh man, she gets a double symbol. She can cash in the double symbols to go ahead and get a special card right now. But I think we're going to try to hang on to our cards because we are gearing up to attack the leaders very soon. And of course, the more cards you have, the more dice you're able to roll. You can see the dice symbols here on the cards when we attack leaders. So, wow, she pumped up a lot of cards. Hang on, how many does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And she'll get 2 at the end of her turn. She'll be up to 11 cards. That's all good. All right. Wow, that was just her first action. For her second action, she has no grenade symbols. I wanted to go over to that oil and ammo depot and blow it up, but not happening. And the karma tokens, there's only one karma token way down the bottom of the board. She's not going to get there. So we're going to go ahead to Auntie Saloon. Oh, she can't go there. Hang on. She's going to have to go 1, 2 because she can't cross solid line. So that's going to be 2 actions for her to get to Auntie Saloon. I want her to be there because, well, we're going to go ahead and take out the techie mob. We do have an adventure here, and she can heal that wound. She's got 3 actions left. So for her third to last action, let's go ahead and knock this techie mob guy right out of here. I'm sure we should be able to do that. She gets to roll an additional die because of deadly blades. She's going to roll 2 dice, hitting on a 3+, so 5 is enough to take out the techie mob. Boom, out of there. So now there's nothing in there. 2 actions remaining. Yeah, so let me just zoom in and see what we're going to do. Alright, so because she is an Auntie Saloon, a little hand symbol here, you can actually do a gamble action as well. As you bet one of your cards, and then you pull 3 cards, and you get to keep any cards that are the same color as the one you're gambling. And if none of the same color comes up, you lose the one you gambled. She has a lot of cards, so we might want to do that kind of thing with Frank. So while she's here at Auntie Saloon, you can heal on these spaces with the little blackjack card symbol items. So she's going to go ahead and spend an action to heal a wound, all of her wounds basically. So that's going to heal up her wounds, so she'll have 7 actions for her next turn instead of the 6 she has this time. And you know what? For her final action, because she's sitting right here with the adventure token, we're going to go ahead and she's going to have an adventure at Auntie Saloon. So we're going to zoom down and we're going to take a look at the Auntie Saloon card, and we're going to see what her adventure is. Now remember, she is rolling 4 dice. Oh, sorry. Yes, she's rolling 4 dice for adventures, so she should have a pretty good chance of pulling this off, whatever it is. So let's take a look at it and see what she needs to do at Auntie Saloon for that final action for her adventure action. All right, we're zoomed right in. It says a scavenger by the nickname of Gut Buzzy brags that he can outdrink any human or mutant alive. He's pretty drunk, spewing a tale about an ancient device worth untold money. The more he drinks, the louder he talks, until you decide you should get him to settle down before someone takes advantage of his condition. At least somebody other than you. Priming him with more brew, you learn about the location of this device. So move to the U.S. Air Base. Okay, I'm going to do that off screen. We're at Auntie Saloon. She's going to move, boom, to the U.S. Air Base. And you're going to roll your scavenge ability. She's got 4 dice for that. So that was a scavenge, wasn't it? It's an adventure, but it is a scavenge. Wow, she's got 4 for scavenge. Excellent. And we're going to take a look at the number of successes. So we're going to open the dice tray, and we're going to roll up 4 dice for scavenging, and then we're going to consult this. All right, so we have an open area of the board here that I can roll dice in. So we're going to grab 4 of these little orange dice. We're going to roll them up. And we're going to see how many successes. Of course, successes are 5s and 6s. Let's get a lot of them. She gets 2 6s, so she gets 2 successes up there at the U.S. Air Base. That's pretty good. Let's consult the little card and see what we're supposed to do. All right, consulting the card. 1 to 2 successes. You find some artifacts of value, but not the device. Damn. Okay. Oh, darn it. This would have been so good. Add a special token to the mission group. Reduce any leader's health by 1. All right. Didn't do it. Oh, and she had a cross-gun symbols card, but we never did get to another leader, so anyway. So 2 successes. You find some gain a common artifact. A common artifact. All right, let's see what we got for a common artifact. Boom, top of the deck. And what does she get for a common artifact? She gets a backpack. It says your hand size is decreased by 2 defender cards. Wow. Playing solo, immediately discard the backpack and gain 3 defender cards. So now she can hold a total of 14 cards because she got a backpack. Very cool. All right, I like that because she is wrapping up a lot of cards in her hand. All right, that's the end of Auntie Saloon. Next up on the adventure card in the deck is the Old Mine. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this token, and off screen I will put that at the Old Mine. That will be the next adventure if somebody wants to get there. All right, we're going to zoom out. And wrap up Midnight Pearl's turn. She's going to be drawing 2 defender cards and doing a raider card. Alright, so she ended up on being on the U.S. Air Base. That's pretty cool. Alright, she gets 2 defender cards. Excellent. She can have a hand size of 14 now. That is really cool. So top of the deck, 2 defender cards. Let's see what she ends up with. She ends up with a motorcycle and another gas mask. But I think now we're starting to look at the actual color of the cards. So for Puke, we have a total of 4 dice. We have Crank, 3 dice, Bomba just 1, and Bramble we have 3 dice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 11 cards now. She can go to 14. Nice. Okay, and just to give you a recap on the leaders, Bramble's down to 2 health. We have Crank down to 3 health. We have Bomba at 2 health, and Puke is at 4 health. So we're getting pretty close to taking them on, and we might even have Frank next turn. We'll go and attack maybe 1, maybe even 2 leaders. We'll have to see. But right now, we have to process the lovely Raider card. And of course, these are always a delight. So let's see what we get. Demon Tooth Pass South Bridge number 30 is going to get a Road Rage Gang. Okay, that is right here. So that's a non-issue pretty much. We get 1 in there. Obama Bridge gets an Earther War Party. The Obama Bridge is right here. So it goes from 1 Earther War Party up to 2. All right, and we have Crank going to Liberty Tunnel. Crank is in Liberty Tunnel, so he will not move. And we have a supply run. Each player may discard up to 2 Defender cards and redraw. Oh, I wonder. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Each player may discard up to 2 Defender cards and redraw. I do kind of like that. All right, let's take a look at our cards, because we have so many Gas Mask cards. We're probably going to want to keep, we have Puke. We're probably going to want to get rid of 1 Crank. I think we're going to get rid of 1 Crank and 1 Puke Gas Mask card, because we want grenades, we want other things for Midnight Pearl. So we're going to do that. We're going to discard these 2, and we're going to drop 2 more. So let's see what other cards she gets. And we're probably going to take a look here at Frank's cards as well, because it says each player. So yes, we get a hand grenade, and we get another double dice Bomba. Nice, with a hang glider. Cool. All right, that was pretty good. And now we're going to take a look at Frank's card, because Frank can do the same thing. He has the 2 cross gun symbols. We want to hang on to that. That's a good one for Puke. We're going to get rid of, I think, just the Crank card. So we do up to 2 cards. We get 1, and for Frank, then we get another Crank shield. All right, is what it is. Okay, yeah, we're going to zoom up to where our character is, and then we're going to wrap up our episode for today. All right, kind of wanted to end it off our episode here today on the upper right section of the map, because we have, of course, up next will be Frank. He's sitting in God's Eye Forest, and we have Midnight Pearl sitting at the U.S. Air Base. All right, that's going to be it for today. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Defenders of the Last Stand. We're playing Lightning of the Ancients, and we are getting so close to taking on the leaders. Bramble's at 2 health. Crank is at 3. Bomba's at 2. Puke is at 4. I think we are getting very close to attacking them in this very long playthrough series. But yeah, all right. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. The continuation, Defenders of the Last Stand. And of course, the end of the episode, 1 correction. We do have a radiation symbol here at the U.S. Air Base where Midnight Pearl ended her turn. She's got 2 options. She can roll 3 dice, try and get a 5 or 6. If she blows it, she's going to get a mutation, or she can spend a Defender card. I think we're going to roll the dice. We're going to live dangerously. We're going to see if she can get a 5 or 6. If she does, she's not going to take a mutation. If she doesn't, we'll see what happens. All right. So she gets 2 5s. She avoids getting a mutation from the radiation. So that's going to be it. So thanks so much. We'll see you next time. The continuation, Defenders of the Last Stand, Lightning of the Ancients.